Welcome. Today we will focus on cloud computing and compliance, focusing on regulatory standards and how cloud providers help you meet compliance requirements. So let's dive in. Now, let's look at some of the key regulatory compliance standards. There are many. We will just focus on some of the important ones. GDPR. That stands for General Data Protection Regulations. This regulation protects the personal data for EU citizens, Europe. It includes requirements like obtaining data consent from the users, the right to access, the right to be forgotten, and the data breach notifications. Everything for the customer. The next one is HIPAA, Health, Insurance, Portability, and Accountability Act. Now, this is from US. So, HIPAA protects healthcare data in the US. Healthcare data is also very critical. The key requirements include secure transmission of health data from one doctor to other or from one hospital to other, maintaining privacy and security standards, and breach protection, plus reporting. So that was HIPAA. CCPA, California Consumer Privacy Act. CCPA gives California residents more control over their personal data. It includes rights like data access, deletion requests, and the option to opt out of data selling. Means they can tell the provider that, hey, I know you sell my data, I want to opt out. They have this right because of this law. Now, how cloud provider ensure compliance? Well, all right, now let's explore how cloud provider help to do that, right? Let's start with certification and audits. Cloud providers obtain industry certifications such as ISO or ISO 27001 or SOC 2 and GDPR compliance from Europe to prove they meet high standards. Remember, obtaining these certificates is not easy. They have to go through a very complex layout. They have to implement a lot of protocols, a lot of rules, and the audits are also super strict. But rest assured, if they have these certificates, this proves that they have quality control, they have quality insurance, they have quality security. The next way they make sure that your data is protected and they ensure compliance is data encryption. This is to actually give governments, user, a peace of mind that, hey, don't worry, your data is also encrypted. So there is a line of defense. So what is it? Well, cloud provider encrypt your sensitive data both at rest and transit, ensuring protection from unauthorized access. So even if they get breached, at least your data is encrypted and no one can read it. So that is the principle behind it. Access control and IAM. Well, identity and access management, that stands for IAM. These systems help enforce role-based access control, RBAC, and ensure the least privilege principle is actually being used. Even MFA, multi-factor authentication, can also add another layer of security. Well, you just have to remember to enable it. And a good news that now Microsoft Azure actually force everyone to use MFA. So all the organizations have to use it. That's even better. Data localization and sovereignty, taking good care of it. So here, cloud providers allow customers to choose where their data is stored to meet regional compliance needs, or maybe the government compliance needs, and also to ensure data sovereignty. So maybe your processing power might be, or application might be deployed in another region, but your data can stay in one legal region of your choice. Compliance tools and proper documentation. Well, cloud platforms or providers like AWS and Azure, or even Google, offer built-in tools like AWS Artifact or Azure Compliance Manager to help manage and monitor compliance. If you see that there is a problem in a compliance, you will get the report. And that is your incident response and reporting. Cloud providers maintain processes, and they always try to detect and report, and also sometimes remediate or solve breaches, ensuring compliance with regulations like GDPR and HIPAA. In simple words, they know that this is super critical, so they have some mechanism in check which can monitor, report, and also take automatic actions to resolve some of the issues. In conclusion, cloud provider help organizations meet regulatory compliance requirements by offering certifications, encryption, access control, data localization, and compliance tools. By partnering with the right provider, you can ensure that your cloud services are secure and compliant. So, thanks for joining me today. I will see you in the next episode. Take care of yourself. Good luck.